Now it's shaping up to be a long night for Iowa lawmakers. The state Senate on the floor tonight debating a barrage of bills that could have big impacts to state government and transgender Iowans. Our chief political reporter Amanda Rooker has been at the Capitol all day following all of the debate on these major bills. Amanda, right now lawmakers are looking at some big changes to our state's government.
James, they've been looking at those changes since the start of session, but specifically today they've been debating those changes for more than 2 hours now. They're looking at the governor's massive nearly 1,600-page bill to completely reorganize Iowa's state government. The governor and Republican supporters argue that this bill would streamline state government, that it would save the state nearly or more than $200 million, and that it would make public programs more accessible for Iowans. But Democrats worry that some of these changes could have unintended consequences on Iowans and could actually get rid of some needed public services. Right now, Democrats have offered an amendment that would remove a piece of the bill or change a piece of the bill relating to the Department of the Blind. This bill would allow the governor to choose who the director is for the Department of the Blind instead of the blind community choosing that director. Right now, lawmakers are debating that amendment. You can listen in now.
Governor having a real focus on the Commission of the Blind, nor an interest. The blind people have an interest. They have a vested interest in this. And all they want to be able to do is continue to do what they're doing, and that is they get to decide who leads that department. And to just blow this off as well, just another amendment, and so what? And, you know, we haven't voted for any yet. There are some things that have to change your mind at some point. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand this one. This one I didn't expect to pass because I understood how the...
And that was Democratic Senator Tony Bisignano arguing for that amendment there. That's just one of the many tweaks to all sorts of different departments and agencies that impact all sorts of different communities in Iowa. Obviously, Democrats worry about those consequences, but Republicans say that this will make government more efficient. It looks like it will be a long debate tonight that we will be following, and we'll bring you updates as they come. Live from the State House, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.